Hey everybody, it's Megan. As always, I hope all of you are doing well. Very excited to be getting into today's video because I'm going to be comparing two beautiful and gorgeous newly released bags from Louis Vuitton. They are from the Cruise collection and I am absolutely obsessed with them. You really just have to let this be known. This is going to be, one of the last videos that I'm making in the residence where I am right now. I mentioned in my last video that my husband and I recently did obtain our dream home. And oh my goodness, it's just such a dream come true. I also mentioned in that video, I'm going to vlog basically everything. I cannot wait to show you every detail of that house. And especially the closet. Oh my goodness, you guys. I humbly say I got the closet of my dreams. I can't wait to take you guys along. And I hope by the end of this video to get your opinion as to what you think is the better bag. I'll definitely be letting you guys know from my experience what I think is the better bag. I've used them a few times. And let me just say, it was a very, very hard decision, but I did come to one, believe it or not. And I'm pretty sure you guys know which bags I'm talking about. This gorgeous and stunning Noe Trunk. Also this stunner bag, Speedy 20 Trunk. I'm going to be getting into the pros, the cons, showing you mod shots, and then again, ultimately letting you guys know what I consider to be the better bag. Before I get into it, I'm going to briefly show you because a lot of you guys like it when I show my jewelry. Today, wow, oh my goodness, I'm not wearing Louis Vuitton. Can you believe that? Oh my gosh. So I am wearing these very, very lightweight Versace earrings, and I cannot recommend them more than I do because they are so, so pretty. And on top of that, they are extremely lightweight. I'm also pairing it with this Versace necklace, which I find to be very, very beautiful. I've owned both the earrings and the necklace, I want to say at least 3 years now. And as you guys can see, they have not tarnished in the least bit. That's what I like about fashion jewelry, really, I do. Some might say, it's a little bit expensive. It is for fashion jewelry, but from my experience, you guys, I have other jewelry that I've owned for 5-6 years plus, and they do not tarnish. That's from my experience, and I own quite a bit of it. I say humbly. Something that I really enjoy about this type of jewelry is you can just be wearing a very, very casual outfit. Accessories can make all the difference in the world. But yeah, big fan of the necklace, big fan of the jewelry. They are linked within the description box below. Now, before we get into this official review, I am also going to throw it out there in case you have not joined my luxury community channel. I kindly invite you to do so by clicking on that subscribe button you see located right down there below on your screen. Also, by clicking that notification bell, you'll be notified every time I upload a video. I'm going to briefly be going over the details of these bags. If you follow my channel, you know that I did purchase this Speedy 20 Trunk initially. I had seen pictures of this before it was released, and I knew I wanted to have it added to my collection. Really quick, I'm just going to show you brief details. You have the monogram canvas on the front, on the back, and on the bottom. You also have a reverse monogram. How gorgeous is that, by the way, with the monogram, with that gold, with that black strap. Too pretty, really. And then you also have the black leather accents. You have the Louis Vuitton insignia right there. This does feature the upgraded gold hardware and also has the double zipper that is extended. Wonderful feature. And I would have to say the very best feature of this bag is going to be the gold on the bottom right here, the trunk details. These are the details that make this bag absolutely exquisite. It also does feature beautiful and gorgeous studs that wrap all around the bag on each side. Now, I did do a full review on the Speedy 20 Trunk, which I will link right up here. I recently unboxed the Noe Trunk, so I didn't do a full review on that. I'll be going more into detail on that bag than I will with this one, but we're still going to be going over pros and cons. Now here we have, and again, I have not reviewed this bag, but I did show you in my last video, and I think I'm going to have to show it to you again because it's so, so pretty. This chain strap that this comes with, I showed it to you with the Cousin strap, and it's absolutely stunning and beautiful. This chain strap is absolutely beautiful as well. I'm loving the intertwined gold with the black leather. And I do believe that this is a pro. I do believe, please do correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong, but please do correct me. I think this is the only full reverse canvas bag Louis Vuitton has ever released. Again, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that I am. And I love the little trunk details. I had mentioned in the unboxing that I was happy that it was not gold, because if it were gold, I feel like it would just be too much for this bag. They did add the little studs right here, and just like the Speedy 20, it has the studs going up and down. Now I'm going to go ahead and get into the full pros and cons of each bag, but I really want to go ahead and start off by showing you what fits in each of these bags. I think you can imagine that obviously this Noe trunk is going to fit more than the Speedy 20. So let me go ahead and give you an idea as to exactly what fits in each bag. When I decided to start filming, I saw my Agenda GM nearby, and I thought to myself, could this fit inside the Noe trunk? And to my surprise, it did. And I was surprised given the fact that a lot of you guys know that Agenda GM has a lot of height to it. And as you guys can see, there is a lot more room to spare. So I'm adding my toiletry 15, which is packed. All of the items that I'm showing you do have things inside, like this sunglass case holder, have sunglasses inside. And then you guys can see more room to spare. And then moving right along, I have my mini pochette, which does have cosmetics in it. And then I decided to add, this is the Game On Collection Zippy Coin Purse Wallet. Love that piece. And then you guys can see more room to spare. I added my 4-key holder. And lastly, my large Samsung, one of the largest phones in the market, phones. And as you guys can see, fits in perfectly. The canvas is not coming out in any way. And it basically just fits perfectly. Now, please keep in mind, I take the Agenda GM out, but if I did not have that in there, I could have fit a lot more inside. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what fits in the Speedy 20. Here is my mini pochette, and there is my toiletry 15. And this will give you an idea too, if you're considering any Speedy 20, what fits inside. Here is my sunglass case holder with sunglasses inside. And then I have my very large phone. And then I have my 4-key holder to add. The next point, I'm thinking to myself, could anything else fit? And I really just felt that it was perfect as it was. I saw the Game On Zippy Coin Purse Wallet, and I thought it would just be too much. For me, you guys, I really just don't want any zigzags in the zipper, and I don't want the canvas to be affected in any way. I don't want any bumps for sure. So as you guys can see, there is no zigzag in that zipper, and the canvas looks very, very clean, which I'm absolutely loving. And I'll go ahead and show you what I meant by I didn't think that I could fit that Zippy Coin Purse Wallet. I was correct. Definitely would not work, but all of those other items would. But if I wanted to bring a card holder, I thought of that. Those don't take up much space. No, they don't. So that actually did fit in perfectly with no zigzags. Canvas is beautiful, just perfect all around. Now, opening this back up, I want to go ahead and show you the Noe against the bag. The Agenda GM Zippy Coin Purse Wallet were basically the two items that fit in the Noe and did not fit in the Speedy 20. But again, please keep in mind, the Agenda GM took up a lot of room in the Noe. And if I didn't have it in there, I could have fit a lot more items. So again, in the Speedy 20, I had my 4-key holder, I had my card holder, I had my sunglass case holder, I also had my toiletry 15. On top of that, I had my mini pochette, and then my phone. I think you guys can tell that Speedy 20 fits quite a bit. I was actually surprised that my Agenda GM fit in this Noe trunk. That was a surprise to me. I happen to have it nearby. Tried it. It worked. I was very, very surprised. Now, both of these bags do come with black adjustable straps. Do want to point out the fact that the Noe trunk comes with a longer strap. It's not a huge amount more, but it's definitely noticeable, and I'll be showing you guys in the mod shots exactly what I mean by that. And you know, with the strap that comes with the Speedy 20 trunk is not going to be very, very short. It's just going to be a little bit shorter than that Noe trunk strap. I'm actually going to be showing you mod shots that I did not too long ago when I did go over this bag in detail. And in this clip, you're going to see if you like and you're on the taller side. Don't get me wrong, I really like the way that this does fit as a crossbody as it comes on the longest length. But if you'd like to make it a little longer, I show you how to do it in this video. I'll start off by showing you guys tote style. That's definitely an option. What I love about this bag is the versatility. And of course, you do have the option to wear this bag tote style if you'd like. It's very, very beautiful. Now I'm going to show you with the strap. As you can see, I have it on the longest length. And wearing it as a crossbody, I mentioned that the strap is a little bit, not too much, but it's a little bit on the shorter side. And I need to mention, I am almost 5'9" in height and weigh about 135 pounds. So for me, I think it's very cute, but sometimes I like to add a little bit of length. This chain right here, if you do not want to use it, you could just take it off, and this pretty much gives you an idea what it looks like with the chain, without the chain. Obviously, it's a gorgeous, stunning bag. Now I want to go ahead and show you guys these chain extenders. A company called organizemybag.com sells them. They are absolutely wonderful for adding length to any of your bags, including this one. I always use the shortest chain that they offer just because I find it gives great length. And I do have a 10% discount code linked within the description box below in case you guys are interested. But yeah, this shortest chain that they offer gives quite a bit of length, as you can see, which is nice if you happen to be on the taller side or you prefer your bags to go at a longer length. It's just really a matter of preference, but it's a great option. Now here I'm going to show you the monogram strap. You do have the versatility, of course, to wear a reverse monogram as well. I do have this on the longest length. And of course, if you'd like to make it shorter, you could just adjust it because again, it is on the longest length. But yeah, that's really going to come down to preference. But overall, I think you guys would agree this really is a stunner bag. As you guys saw, I tried it on with my monogram strap. I'm sure you're able to tell with both of these bags if you'd like. Definitely use that monogram strap. You could definitely use your reverse monogram strap. There is versatility in that. And since I mentioned it, I want to briefly show you what that coussin strap looks like on this bag because it is absolutely stunning. Again, this one is amazing, but gotta show you just in case you get this bag and you have that Coussin PM. I think you're really gonna like the way it looks. So I went ahead and stole it from that Coussin right there. This look absolutely gorgeous. I'm just in love with it and I just cannot wait to use it this way. So far, I've only used it with the chain strap that it comes with, but versatility is always a fun thing. I've repeated myself quite a bit when it comes to how much of a fan I am of that Coussin PM for many, many different reasons. One of them being this gorgeous and very, very shiny chain strap. I think it's just amazing on this bag, you guys. I really just have no words. But again, love the strap that it comes with. So since I just showed you what the Speedy 20 trunk looks like on the body, I'm gonna go ahead and show you what this bag looks like on. I told you guys I'm on the taller side, so I do have it on the longest length. This is what it looks like cross body. I find it to be so, so beautiful. And again, you know, I'm on the taller side. So if you're wondering how short can this bag go, I'm going to give you an idea. I'm going to put it on the very shortest length. As you can tell from me, this is just not going to work, but it definitely will work for shorter statures. Now, this is what the bag looks like over the shoulder. Absolutely beautiful. And again, this is going to be on the shortest length. So if you wanted to add length to it, of course you could. For a casual bag, I must say it stands out, I would say, as beautifully as my Coussin PM. Now, I want to go ahead and show you something very important. This accessory chain strap. Oh, it's so, so pretty. Huge selling point to me was the strap drop length. I find it to be perfect for any height, any stature. I think you guys would agree. And that gold just really makes the reverse monogram canvas stand out so beautifully. Overall, gorgeous bag. I think you guys would agree. This is definitely a showstopper bag, to say the least. I'm just going to go ahead and say this pro right now about this bag. Out of all of the bags that I own, and I own quite a few Louis Vuitton, humbly I say, yes I do, but out of all of them, this is literally the most luxurious feeling bag that I own. The canvas on it is absolutely exquisite. And unfortunately, there's no way for me to be able to let you guys know how amazing it is unless you were to feel it. But really, I think a lot of us are a fan of squish, squish, squishy canvas. This just goes beyond the squishiness. It goes into this squishy, soft, or the softest type of canvas. That canvas in combination with the micro suede fiber material on the inside makes it extremely luxurious when you're using it. Now, before I get into all the pros and cons of each bag, I want to go ahead and show you what each of these bags look like on the body in comparison to each other. I was really looking forward to doing a side-by-side comparison of these bags for myself. Really, I was. I wanted to see the difference. So there I put on the Noe Trunk first, and now I have on the Speedy 20. You guys can see very, very different looking bags. The Speedy 20 is going to ride up higher on my body, whereas you can see the Noe Trunk is going to ride lower on my body because there's just more canvas to the bag. But yeah, overall, very different looking bags. It's really going to come down to preference. They're both gorgeous. What can I say? I love them both. I truly, truly do. And making the decision of choosing one to be the best was a little bit difficult, to say the least, but I did come to that conclusion. And again, you guys, I do want to know what your opinion is as to the better bag. I think when we contribute to the conversation, we help others that are considering these bags. And also, it's not like these bags are inexpensive. Obviously, we want to make the right choice when we're choosing between two bags. So any of your input would be greatly appreciated, negative or positive, in regard to either bag. And speaking of negative, positive, let's get into the pros and cons of each bag. Let's start out with some pros of this Speedy 20 trunk. When you combine the Speedy with the trunk, the whole concept, the whole idea is absolutely amazing. And also, I think a lot of us would agree that reverse monogram with gold, with monogram and black is absolutely stunning. It also makes for an extremely carefree bag, which is going to be another pro. Another pro is, although this is a Speedy, it does have the extended zipper, which again is going to be so much better for your hands when you're reaching for items inside of the bag. That's definitely a pro. Also, you know, I'm one of those people, I think some of you guys know this by now, I like to dress up my bags. When it comes to this one, I really don't need to dress up this bag. No, I don't, because it comes so beautiful as it is. And some may even say, you know, it's too dressy for me. And if you feel that is the case, you could definitely remove this chain and it's still going to be such a gorgeous, speedy trunk. And when we're talking about these pros, I have to make a little bit more of a point when it comes to the whole concept of a Speedy 20 trunk and how Louis Vuitton decided to do this. I mean, can you guys really imagine a better way? Because we would know if it's going to be a trunk, it would most likely have the gold features at the bottom, but we wouldn't necessarily know that they would decide to do it with this reverse monogram. In my opinion, I really don't think they could have made this any better than they did. This is also going to be a bag that's going to stand the test of time. Oh yes, it is. If you decide to get this bag and you say to yourself, I want to own this for the rest of my life, I think you'll really, really mean that. Because that's exactly the way I feel about this bag. I will never, and I do mean never, ever, ever sell this bag. Just going back to the whole Speedy trunk concept and how they did it, it's just too perfect. And I really just, again, love the fact that it's very, very carefree. You're going to be able to wear this out in the rain, the snow. And also, I just thought of this. This is going to be a great day to evening bag. Now, when it comes to cons to this bag, I've used it quite a few times. And in all transparency, I really don't have many to give you. I think that the only thing I would say is maybe, just maybe, if they made this to be a Speedy 22 or it could fit just a little bit more, then perhaps, you know, that could be a better thing for this bag. But still, I really do feel that this fits what it needs to fit. It fits all of my essentials. Now, this just came to mind. Some might say, wear and tear of the bag could be a con. And I'm really speaking of the corners of the bag. I'd like to let you guys know that I do own the side trunk MM in the monogram version. And then I also have it with the black debossed leather silver hardware. Now I have used those bags countless times and they do not have any scratches on them. As a matter of fact, I will be doing a wear and tear review on my monogram canvas version, which again, I've used countless times. And I want to show you how the corners literally look as brand new as the day I bought them. And that was actually a pretty big concern of mine when I did get the side trunk. I was thinking to myself, oh no, when I take the plastic off, am I asking for scratches? It hasn't been the case. So yeah, I have a lot of pros to say about this bag. And not too many cons. The one con is pretty controversial. But I really want to know what you guys think. Do you happen to find any cons in this bag? Because I really would love to know them. So please, if you do have any in mind, leave them in the comment section below. I would appreciate it. Now let's shift our attention to the beautiful Noe trunk. When it comes to the pros, like I said before, the luxurious feel of this bag is definitely a huge, huge pro. Again, this is the most luxurious feeling bag that I have in my collection. Another pro is going to be what it fits inside. You're obviously going to be able to fit more in this bag, especially standing upright. And I have an example to show you water bottle. How about a big water bottle? I'm a fan of Fiji. Yes, I am. And this is 1 liter. I want to go ahead and show you guys how this fits in the bag. Really just does not even stick out of the bag. Obviously, we do not want to spill water in our bags, but if we did, it's a carefree bag, which is a very, very good thing. This is going to fit quite a few items. I guess I should say this pro for both of the bags. They're extremely stunner looking bags. They both get that. Yes, they do. Something that this bag has that the Speedy 20 doesn't have is going to be the only all reverse canvas bag that Louis Vuitton offers, which makes it extremely, and I do mean extremely, unique. And I'm just a big, huge fan of unique bags. I love to own something that just does not exist in any other way. There really is, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, no other all reverse canvas bag that Louis Vuitton has ever released. And for any of you reverse lovers, I think you would really, really be drawn to this bag. As a matter of fact, on Instagram, I asked your guys' opinion on what you thought was the best bag. And many of you like the Speedy 20, many of you like the Noe. And the ones that did like the Noe did point out the fact that you really do enjoy reverse canvas and you are immediately drawn to this bag because of that. Another pro is this bag is going to have a certain type of versatility that the Speedy 20 does not offer, which is you do have the longer strap to wear over the shoulder or crossbody. You also have this beautiful accessory to wear. Yes, the Speedy 20 has the accessory charm chain, not long enough to be worn over the shoulder. Now this one worn over the shoulder is absolutely beautiful. I showed it to you guys in the mod shots, and when they constructed this, they really made it with a beautiful strap drop length. It's absolutely perfect. So that's a pro. The strap drop length that they put into this chain strap right here is going to be ideal for basically any height, any stature. Now let's get into the cons of this bag. You see how this has the side ties right here. It is not going to close all the way when you cinch this bag. And I'll show you guys what I mean. I do have this strap attached. As you can see, there's going to be an opening. To me, it's not a con for me personally, just because I don't worry about people reaching into my bags. I keep a very watchful eye on my bags. When you look at it, it just doesn't look like you would be able to get inside of the bag. But that is, to me, definitely going to be a con for some people. I think Louis Vuitton could definitely have made this scrunch all the way so that there is absolutely nothing showing right here. There is a complete closure. I would definitely consider that a con. Now, when it comes to any other cons of this bag, I really don't have any. That's the truth. I thought long and hard. I did. I actually did an Instagram story when I used this bag the other night, and I told you guys that I was going to be doing this video about the pros and cons. And some of you were telling me, what cons are there? That bag looks so perfect. What cons are there? And I thought long and hard, and really that was the only con that came to mind. I think this is a stunning, gorgeous bag. I'm not sure if you guys were there with me when I went shopping for this bag. I'll link it right up here, but I definitely checked this bag out and I knew what I was getting myself into. I knew it didn't close all the way. And I guess it's just a matter of personal preference. It didn't bother me in the least bit. But again, this bag to me only has one con, and this one has a pretty controversial con, if you would say that. So now is the time I want to ask you guys, what do you consider to be the better bag? This gorgeous Speedy 20 trunk or this gorgeous Noe trunk? Which do you find to be the better one? Again, there is going to be a $100 price difference. This one being $100 more, but you know, once you get into that price range over $3,000, obviously very, very close in price. So just looking at them again, you guys, what do you consider to be the better bag? Now I'm going to let you guys know. This was really, really hard. I hope you guys know I thought long and hard about this. Yes, I did. And I used them. I was looking at them, analyzing the way I thought about them. And my conclusion is this. They're both gorgeous. They're both showstopper bags. They're both bags that I want to have in my collection for the rest of my life. But when it comes down to it, if I had to choose just one, it would be this one, this one, this one, that one. It would be this one, the Speedy 20 trunk. And I think that just really has to do with the fact that I really enjoy the Speedy 20. And when we went over how, you know, the Speedy is such a classic, iconic bag. And the fact that Louis Vuitton made it into a trunk, and they did it in a way that made it very carefree. They added the reverse monogram. They added the beautiful gold details, the chain that's detachable. I think they did an absolute gorgeous, wonderful job on this bag. And as much as I do enjoy and adore that Noe trunk, if I had to choose, it would be the Speedy 20 trunk. Please don't think that I'm not a huge fan of my beautiful Noe trunk. Oh my goodness, I feel like I hurt its feelings. No way. I love this bag so much. I enjoy it. It's beautiful. I love just looking at it while it's on display. It's definitely a stunner bag. And again, you guys, I would love to know what you think. What do you think is the better bag, Noe trunk or Speedy 20 trunk? Again, like I said towards the beginning of this video, when it comes to these bags, especially these two, they're definitely not on the inexpensive side. And a lot of us are interested in one or the other. It definitely helps to contribute what you think towards others, because, you know, it's almost like when you're shopping with a friend and you want to get an opinion, you want that extra advice outside of your own self. It helps other people. So yeah, if you guys could leave that in the comment section below, I would greatly appreciate it. That's going to be it for this comparison review of these absolutely gorgeous bags. If you happen to have any comments or questions on either one of them, I'd love to hear them. Please leave in the comment section below. I say it all the time because I mean it all the time. I love hearing from you. All right, you guys, now's the time within the video where I'm going to completely change topics as I typically do, from speaking about luxury to speaking about something that's definitely more insightful, meaningful, and inspirational. Topic of today's video is going to be They're Still With Us. You may be thinking to yourself, who are you speaking of when you say they are still with us? I'm speaking of our past loved ones, and I was actually inspired to do this message because of some recent experiences that I've had that I wanted to share with you. That is just a very good reminder to all of us how all of our past loved ones never ever leave us. In the beginning of this video, I mentioned to you guys how my husband and I recently acquired a new home. And the home that we acquired took a lot of faith. Yes, it did. And I actually spoke on that topic in my last video, faith and obedience, how that equals blessings. But there was something else that came into play that I didn't mention in that last message. And that was what I noticed. And what I mean by that is how I really was shown how my dad, who passed away, really did work behind the scenes in my life to help make that dream home a reality. And I'm going to let you guys know exactly what I mean. When we looked at this house, first off, my dad was Italian. And so, you know, we're driving in and I happened to see that it was a gated community with an Italian name. And there were other gated communities in that area with Italian names. My dad, again, was Italian. I didn't think much of it. I just said to my husband, oh, that reminds me of Daddy, Italian. But when we actually went to see this house, which by the way had come on the market the Thursday before we went, and we went up on a Saturday, they didn't even have an open house. And it's interesting too, because usually you don't meet the sellers of a home, right? But these sellers in their backyard, they really made that backyard my dream Hawaii backyard. My dad was a lot like me when it came to palm trees and just like that whole tropical vibe. And so basically my dad was also a very big Jimmy Buffett fan. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Jimmy Buffett, but he was a very big fan. And as a matter of fact, when Jimmy Buffett passed away, not too long ago, I want to say like 2 years ago or something, a lot of people reached out to me and said, oh, this made me think of your dad because your dad loved Jimmy Buffett. He really did. Because I'm not sure if you guys are familiar, but Jimmy Buffett, his music was just more along the lines of, you know, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, like in your mentality, in your mind, always be relaxed. My dad was a very mellow guy. He liked to have that mentality of just being relaxed. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Always have that type of mentality. And so in their backyard, they had, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, Margaritaville. And I thought to myself, Daddy, again, you know, after I saw the entrance Italian, and then I saw the Margaritaville, 5 o'clock somewhere. Again, my dad was just such a big, huge Jimmy Buffett fan. And then, you know, I went upstairs and these people kept their house immaculately beautiful. I happen to own a shirt from my dad's that says Margaritaville. It's a yellow shirt, Jimmy Buffett. And in the closet, what did I see? Jimmy Buffett shirt. And I just thought to myself, really, I have that shirt. So that was pretty amazing. And then on top of that, you know, we did not know when we were going to find the right house or how it was going to happen. But on top of all of this, you know, what really just kind of sealed it to make me think to myself, my dad had something to do with this, a lot to do with this, is the fact that we're moving in on his birthday. That's just when it's working out that we're moving in. It's not like we picked the day. It's just with the closing and everything like that. That's the Saturday. It's March 22nd that we're moving in on his birthday. So, you know, if you happen to watch that last message where I talked a lot about faith and obedience and God blessing you, that is all very, very true. I am a firm believer that if I did not keep the faith, that if I was not obedient to Jesus Christ, these things just would not be happening in my life right now. He has been blessing me in the most tremendous ways. The point of this video is to let you guys know that two things that never ever die. If you have lost a loved one in your life, whether it be, you know, someone, a person, or whether it be a little fur baby, it's very important to remember the two things that do not die are love and the soul. They're eternal. They go on forever. And, you know, when someone passes away in our life, it can really just crush us to the core, where there are just absolutely no words to describe the type of pain. And although the pain will lessen over time, of course, it never ever fully goes away. But how wonderful it is to know that the people that we love so, so much will never ever leave our side. So yeah, I wanted to share that story about how I got my house. It's so important to remember souls live on, love lives on. Your loved ones want you to be happy and they want you to make the most of every moment. And when you find yourself, if you find yourself in a time where you're just feeling very, very down and you're very sad and you're thinking about them, and it is such an empty feeling, it truly is, because you think to yourself, I'm never going to see them again while I'm on this earth. I know that feeling. Just remind yourself, you will see them again. And that is such a wonderful, wonderful thing. We have so many ancestors in heaven that are constantly working behind the scenes on our behalf that love us so much. A lot of times it's just very easy to think of who in my life, you know, who do I have in my life that loves me so much and this, that's alive. But we also have everybody in heaven and their love doesn't stop. They love us so very much. So please remember that. Please remember that your loved ones are always with you. They love you so much and they're working behind the scenes on your behalf all the time. You may not realize it, but it's definitely happening. So that's what I have to say on the topic of they're always with us. If you happen to have any comments or questions on that topic, and or I always say it's very, very different topics, aren't they? Whenever I talk about meaningful messages, it's really just such a different topic. What can I say? I mean, you know, we enjoy our time on earth, right? Gotta live in the moment and gotta enjoy our time while still being good people. But yeah, any comments or questions on this gorgeous Noe trunk, any comments or questions on this Speedy 20 trunk, you guys know that I asked. What do you think is the better bag? Noe trunk, Speedy 20 trunk. Love to know your opinions. So that's going to be it, you guys. I am beyond ecstatic about my next video. Can I just let you know that? Because, well, I don't want to give it away, but if you happen to follow me on Instagram, you know what I'm talking about. It's going to be an exciting video. So if you did make it to the end of this one, I greatly thank you. Until my next, you guys take care, and I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Bye.